Hey, honey loves, happy Wednesday, happy March Madness, happy Women's History Month. Wow, we have something else going retrograde, okay? Just as Venus has done, just as Mercury has done. Venus being the planet that represents how we view love, how we express love, how we appear, how we dress, how people perceive us, how our finances, our career. Then you got Mercury going retrograde, right? Mercury is a planet that represents our communication style, how we think, how we perceive and receive information. Now, we've got Juno, which I talked to you guys about earlier this month, the asteroid that represents our view on long-term relationships, life partnerships, soulmates, marriage, separation, infidelity, power struggles in relationship. That too is going retrograde today in Sagittarius energy. What this means is we can expect some serious relationship shifts, not just within our own lives, but we should expect to seek within the public, within the world around us, some relationship shifts. Now, as I tell you guys always about retrograde, when planets and asteroids and things of that nature go retrograde, do not freak out. Everything is leading us to where we're supposed to be, whatever lesson we're supposed to learn, whatever situation. Like, it's all helping us grow, become better, get to that next level, get to wherever we're closer, wherever we're supposed to be trying to reach, wherever God is leading us to, okay? So, this is not to freak you out, but there is going to be a relationship shift. For the good, for the bad, we're going to get into it. We're going to check in and we're going to see. But this is how Lord, how Juno, retrograde in Sagittarius, is going to affect you, your love life, your relationship, and what you see in relationship and how you view long-term relationships, whether you are single, coupled up, separated, is complicated, I'm over loved, doesn't matter. This is going to affect you, especially now that Venus is retrograde and Mercury is retrograde too. So please remember that with this reading to not only consider your sun sign or your cusp sign, don't just consider your top 3. Think about all your placements in the birth chart and take the information as it applies. Take it as it resonates. Are you guys ready to get into this? Because this is going to be interesting. And because I'm going through all phases of relationships, it's going to be a long one. Woo! Birthday crew, you know how we do. We start with you, Pisces, Aries, cusp. Happy birthday. If you are single, the energy you in right now is like, when good goes bad, you're like, is it time for me to move on, or do I need to go bad too? So you got a decision to make. Pisces, Aries, cusp, if you are in a relationship, if you are coupled up, you expected none of what you've experienced in this relationship, and you're excited to see where else it can go. So you kind of like, you down for whatever. I'm down for whatever. Pisces, Aries, cusp, if you are separated, it's complicated, or you just straight up over it. You're like, this used to be fun, but it's not fun anymore. So now I decided to Solange. And what you've decided actually has to do with other placements in your birth chart. So stay tuned. This is why I tell y'all to consider all your placements, okay? Aries, if you are an Aries or you have Aries in your chart, if you are single, you went from what's the worst that could happen to like what actually did happen. Because what the hell, I didn't sign up for any of this. Whether it's good or bad, you're getting more than you expected right now. Do tell. Now, Aries, if you are in a relationship, if you are booed up, you went from like enjoying the heat, being addicted to the thrill, to like some kind of struggle with this heat, some kind of struggle with the thrill. You go ahead and you can share that, or look for other placements in your birth chart to get specifics, okay? Now, Aries, if you were separated, complicated, or you just straight up over it, you went from being burned and kind of starting the healing process, to now being grateful for the experience, to seeing the positives, the lessons that you learned and that you never would have gotten had you not gone through that burn. Okay, Aries, Taurus, cusp, or if you have Aries and Taurus in your chart, if you are single, you are making the most of the time that they asked for. You was ready to go. They needed more time. So now you're going to make the most of said time. You are coupled up in a relationship. The heat is on and you two are in this together. And if you are separated and complicated or it's over it or you're over it, you either have another shot from a new perspective or baby, it's over now. Like you ain't just over it. This shit is done. So it's either another shot from a new perspective or we are done. And Taurus, if you are single or if you have Taurus in your birth chart and you are single, this relationship situation that started off really fun, really flirty, it formed an interesting connection and you want to see if there's more that can be explored there, okay? Taurus, if you are coupled, if you are booed up, if you are claiming somebody, there is this energy of no justice, no peace. What the fuck? We just gonna move right along on that one. Taurus, if you're in a situation where it's complicated, you separated, or you're over it. So, it looks like you are saying with your words, I don't have time for this shit. It even seems like within your spirit, you are keeping a distance. Like there's been separation. Whether it's you saying, I don't have time for this, or if it's you being like, I've disconnected, I've detached spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Baby, in the physical sense, y'all haven't separated a damn thing. Y'all are still together, but you don't want to be bothered. This is toxic. I'm just going to say it, but that's where you at. Okay. Taurus, Gemini, cusp, if you are single, or you have Taurus and Gemini in your birth chart, that crazy chemistry, love is all around vibe that you got from Juno being direct in Sagittarius, you were just taking it all in. And you either on some, what was that group called? Slum Village shit, looking real selfish right now with all the attention you getting and not wanting to claim nobody, or you on your pimp shit. I really don't have another, QJZ, I don't have another way to say it. But Taurus, Gemini, cusp, if you are coupled, if you are booed up, if you are in a relationship, if you are claiming somebody, there's nothing wrong with the situation. You complement each other very well, but you have concerns about like the more time getting added, if you're going to be able to keep this feeling that you have. It's just kind of like just you kind of being worried, but don't sabotage anything because you're actually fine. It's just your mind playing tricks on you. Don't worry about it. Taurus, Gemini, cusp, if you were separated, complicated, or you were just straight up over it, you went from being like, will I ever be good enough for you, to looking at this person and being like, is this shit even good enough for me? Do I even want to settle for good enough? What the fuck is that? Why am I settling? What is this? I deserve better. Good for you. Okay, we're going to jump right into the next sign. If you are a Gemini or you have Gemini in your chart and you are single, you had this energy when Juno was direct in Sagittarius of I have to love me before you get here. Like I've got to do right by me before I can even welcome you. To now, with Juno going retrograde, your energy is shifting to, okay, see, I love me and I'm doing right by me. So like, where you at though? But where you at? You funny. You definitely on some so anxious shit right now. Cute, genuine. All right, Gemini, if you're in a relationship, if you are booed up, if you are being claimed, if you are claiming, and Gemini, you have this energy of like life with them is a never-ending adventure. It's never-ending sunshine. So now with Juno being retrograde, you're like, please don't take my sunshine away. Or it's like, if you steal my sunshine, this ain't gonna be looking as sweet as it look right now. So it's either please don't go like Tank, or it's a warning. I can't with you, Gemini. What is wrong with you? Anyway, Gemini, if you're in a situation where you're separated, it's complicated, or you're over it, you went from, when Juno was direct in Sagittarius, you went from like, can we move together or do we need to split? To now being in this energy with Juno retrograde of like, you too legit to quit. what the fuck? What does that even mean? Anyway, we're just gonna move right along. Gemini, Cancer, cusp, or if you have Gemini and Cancer in your chart, if you are single, you wanted somebody that you could make it through anything with. And now you're in the energy of, I will do anything to find your ass. And when I find you, I'm gonna let you get away. I'm gonna lock you down. That's like 2 songs up in there, Lord. All right, Gemini, Cancer, cusp, if you are coupled up already, if you are booed up already, you are claiming already. You love that person for all that they are and all they are going to be, and they are saying the same to you. That is so sweet. And Gemini, Cancer, cusp, if you are separated, complicated, over it, okay? We gonna cue the beautiful spirit of Angie Stone. Oh God, I love her. She was so sweet. She was real, what she was. But there's no more rain in this cloud, okay? Your sunshine has come, and you might be by yourself, but you ain't around no drama. You good. I love that. Oh, Cancer, or if you have Cancer in your chart, if you are single, you went from when Juno was direct in Sagittarius, you went from taking it like one step at a time to now that Juno's retrograde, you on chill. You just taking your time. Like, what the fuck? What am I rushing for? I'm enjoying the view. I'm seeing the sights. I'm enjoying this walk. As they say in church, take your time. All right. Cancer, if you're in a relationship, if you are coupled up, booed up, you are claiming somebody, you are hanging on a moment, appreciating the experience. Every moment of the experience. I know that's right. Just enjoy your time. Just soak it all in, Cancer. I love this for you. In Cancer, if you are in a situation where you are separated, it's complicated, over it, you are learning more about the person that you are distancing yourself from, or better yet, should I say, you have learned more about them, whether it is good or bad. Like before, when Juno was direct, let me explain. When Juno was direct, you were either walking on faith, or you were like, we need to learn to consider each other better, or you were just straight up taking advantage of each other or feeling taken advantage of. And now that Juno is retrograde, you're like, I've learned more about you. And what you choose to do with that information has to do with other placements in your chart. So let's keep going, shall we? Cancer, Leo, cusp, if you are single, okay? Your name is all up in people's mouths. People are talking, child. I don't know what move you just made, but whatever it was, people are talking, okay? Okay, we just gonna leave it right there because you know what I'm talking about, okay? Cancer, Leo, cusp, if you are booed up in a relationship claiming somebody, your relationship was so exciting and there was so much energy and there was so much spirit, and now it's just kind of like leveled. It's kind of like this energy of like, now what? Okay, and Cancer, Leo, cusp, if you're in a situation where it's complicated, you separated, or you are over it, Q, imported by Jesse Reyes, and what's his name? Black, six, whatever the hell. Q imported, okay? Because somebody's trying to make themselves known. They were like, oh, he made you sad? Oh, he brought you down? That's all right. Come over here. I got you. Somebody has been waiting in the wings for your ass to be single. Your ex just fucked up. I don't even know what else to say. So keep your eyes open. We're about to see some things happening, all right? So we're going to pick up with the next sign. If you are a Leo, or you have Leo in your chart, and you are single, you just love it on you right now. I think that's great. I mean, some people would argue that you do that anyway, but it's different right now. It's a different level of self-love and self-care that is happening with you right now, due cause to your previous situation. So love on you. Good for you. Leo, if you are coupled up, you are claiming, you are in a relationship, you are booed up, then you are living in your truth and encouraging your partner to live in theirs. And Leo, if you are in a situation where it is complicated, you are separated, or you are straight up over it. So when Juno was direct, you had already decided, like, you know what, this ain't gonna work out. Let's just be friends. But now that Juno is retrograde, because you tried it, you definitely tried it when Juno was direct. And now that Juno is retrograde, it's a question of like, can we be friends? So that question is either coming from you going, Do we even have a good enough relationship outside of the romantic side to be friends? Or it's them saying, I can't just be your friend. I can't. So it sounded to me like shit just got a little more complicated. All right, Leo, Virgo cusp, or if you have Leo and Virgo in your birth chart and you are single, they had you going, baby, but now you like, why'd they stop? Because you're not feeling that excitement no more. What happened? If you are in a relationship, coupled up, booed up, you are claiming Leo, Virgo. You couldn't lose sight of what brought you guys together if you tried, okay? Because it was just so magnetic, so dynamic. You couldn't forget that if you wanted to, and you don't want to. But people will try you during Juno retrograde, so just continue to hold on to that spirit that you have. And Leo, Virgo cusp, if you're in a situation where it's complicated, you are separated, or you are over it. You went from being like, is there any room for me? Do you have room for me? To being like, let me make room. Let me help you make room. Now, my question to you is, are you schooling them on how to make room for you? Or are you saying, let me get on about your way and you do what you do. I'm gonna do me. And Virgo, or if you have Virgo in your chart and you are single, somebody getting turned on. Either you were turning people on or somebody turned you on. You're attracting attention, and you have been, which is fantastic. With Juno retrograde in Sagittarius, the person who's watching you or the person whose attention that you're attracted to, you're like, please don't turn me off. Please don't be something that is so far unlike what I know of you that I am unattracted. You know what I mean? So it's like, please don't turn me off. Please don't fuck this up. Okay? Y'all are too funny. Virgo, if you are in a relationship, coupled up, booed up, then you've been so inspired by this relationship to just kind of like take each moment as it comes to just let it be. And having that energy in this relationship has given you more courage to just take leaps, to take chances, to shoot your shot wherever you see fit, and just be like, why not? Why not? You feel really safe for this relationship. I love that for you, actually. And Virgo, if you are in a situation where it's complicated, you separated or you over it, you went from being like, final warning before I let go, to with Juno retrograde, we ain't even cute, genuine, there it is, or JD, y'all know what this is, because whatever moves you've made, they got somebody who's surprised, and you're like, fuck you mean? I already told you what I was going to do. What you think this is? What did you think was going to happen? I already said it. You had your final warning. What's up? Virgo, Libra, cusp, if you have Virgo, Libra in your chart. If you are single, you went from hoping for the best to simply the best. Is that a declaration? All right. Virgo, Libra, cusp, if you're in a relationship, you are grateful for the personal growth as well as the growth that you've experienced within this partnership as partners, which is beautiful. I love that for you. And Virgo, Libra, cusp, if you're in a situation where it's complicated, you're separated, you're over it, your energy of don't forget about me during Juno retrograde, Juno direct, obviously worked, because you just lingering with whomever. You can cue Cranberries or cue Cali by Jasmine Cephas Jones, because it's like, don't you just love how I linger? Ooh, you bad. Ooh. Keep your eye on entertainment news. I just got done doing a little special feature about the relationship shifts happening in the entertainment world right now, because it's been a lot, even just today. All right, but picking back up with how this is going to affect you. If you are Libra, you have Libra in your birth chart, and you are single, you follow the energy, and it has led you on a very interesting journey. Now check your placements, your other placements in your chart, to see more specifics about that. If you are in a relationship, Libra, coupled up, claiming somebody, you took a leap of faith, and that leap of faith has led you somewhere very special, very unique. Check your other placements to get more specifics on that. This is why I tell y'all to do that. And Libra, if you are in a situation where it's complicated, you are separated, you over it, like so many people today, you were in the air about what this relationship was looking like, where this relationship was going, not knowing how you were gonna land. But just know this: with Juno being in Sagittarius energy, retrograde or not, you are flying. You took flight, okay? We're talking about free-spirited energy. You took flight. Now, did you take flight together or did you take flight separately? You go on and comment down below and let me know how that applies to you. Libra, Scorpio, cusp, if you are single, Juno retrograde had you like in this energy, like you already knew you were in a situation where you can't tame this person. You can't tame this energy. But you didn't expect to be ready to give into it and just accept that shit. Like you thought that you could change them. But Juno retrograde is showing you can't change this. Just embrace it. Just enjoy it. If you're in a relationship, you coupled up, you are trying to trust your person and you're still learning how to do that. You're asking them to kind of show you how to love them the way that they're looking to be loved. And then of course, they're learning how to love you in a way that makes you feel more comfortable with how they do what they do. Libra, Scorpio, cusp, if you're in a situation where it's complicated, you separated, you over it. When Juno was direct in Sagittarius energy, the question was, did I lose you? But now with Juno being retrograde in Sagittarius, you either giving off, it seems you much too busy for me energy, cue Angie Snow, or actually, what was that group called? I forgot, but anyway, I know she's saying it. Anyway, or it's like, oh damn, did I lose you? No, I really did lose you. You gone, huh? Wait, where'd you go? Are you coming back? Probably not. So if you have Scorpio in your chart, or if you are a Scorpio, period, and you are single, the relationship where you love the idea of exploring them or exploring this situation, it has led you on the most incredible journey that you cannot take back. Boom, that's beautiful. Okay, Scorpio, if you were coupled up, booed up, claiming somebody in a relationship, the relationship that was never boring and always fun has you literally living your best life right now. I love that for you. That's awesome. Okay, and Scorpio, if you're in a situation where it's complicated, you are separated or you are just over it, your thing of like, can we just keep this between us? Yeah, you're gonna find out today. Scorpio, Sagittarius, cusp, if you are single, you found that life is just brighter with them around and now you see life differently and you want to thank them for it. If you are coupled up in a relationship, booed up, that question of like, you asked your person like, yo, can you keep up? Because I'm ready to pick this up. Child, they said, say less, okay? And then challenge accepted. Okay, that's where you at right now. And Scorpio, Sagittarius, cusp, if you were in a situation where it's complicated, you were separated or you were over it, you had this feeling like they were holding you back, so you let it go. Or they felt like you were holding them back, so they let you go. Take it as it applies. Sagittarius, if you are single, this idea of anything goes has been the most fun, most liberating relationship situation that you've ever been in. Congratulations, okay? Sagittarius, if you are coupled up, booed up, claiming somebody, you are just living in your truth right now because you don't have to try so hard. Cue Colby Calais. You don't have to try so hard. You can just be you and they can just be them and y'all are happy with that and just living in your truth. You've never had a relationship this honest, okay? And Sagittarius, if you're in a situation where it's complicated, separated, or you are over it, that idea of like, don't stop believing, Q journey, has led you to see this relationship and led you to see this person in a brand new light. Excitement has been reignited. Good for you, okay? Now, Sagittarius, Capricorn, cusp. If you are single, you wanted somebody who believed in what you believe, and Juno retrograde is bringing you that person, but there's something unexpected that's tied to it, okay? And if you are in a relationship, that strong foundation has you completely unbothered and just believing that this is destiny. Now, if you're in a situation where it's complicated, separated, or you are over it, you just living in the possibilities. You see nothing but possibilities, like Love Jones. Nice. And Capricorn, if you have Capricorn in your chart and you are single, you have a fresh understanding of what previous issues what issues you've had in previous relationships, because you have now met somebody or come across somebody, you are now recognizing that you and somebody else are in a similar position. Like you now see yourself in someone else, and it's like, oh, this is why this used to be a problem for so and so. Okay, I get it now. So that's enlightening. That's actually not bad. Okay. Capricorn, if you were coupled up in a relationship claiming somebody, you went from being determined to make this work to now discovering that, like, oh wow, not only can this work, but this is how this works. So I guess I could say, I don't want to call it desperation, but like whatever kind of urgency of making this work has been removed. The determination to make it work, it's like, it works, okay? And this is how it works. So that's what you're coming to now. And Capricorn, if you were in a situation where it's complicated, you were separated, or you were just straight up over it, like the Capricorn that Jess Hilarious has in her chart, Juno, when it was direct, it was like, let's stay together, but why? And now with Juno retrograde, child, Juno retrograde is pushing you to be honest, and man, was Just Hilarious honest today, okay? It's pushing you to be honest, even if the truth is harsh, because you got to get to the bottom of it, and it needs to come out. All right, Capricorn, Aquarius, cusp. If you are single, cue Maya, because you are free, single, sexy, and sweet, and somebody is looking at you ready to spit some game, child, okay? Capricorn, Aquarius, cusp. If you are in a relationship, y'all feel free to do you, be us. You do you, I'll do me, like James Bay's Let It Go. And yeah, there, you let go, let flow. There it is, something new. Oh yeah, that was a movie, wasn't it? And Capricorn, Aquarius, cusp, if you were in a situation where you were separated, it's complicated, or you were over it, you are raising hell, and your attitude is like, hey, who gonna check me? What? Y'all are too funny. I can't. But Aquarius, if you have Aquarius in your chart, if you are single, that fun travel partner that you were, you know, having a ball with just recently, it's now like, they're now just like, they're more than just a fun travel partner. They're literally like a shot of life. You are discovering life with them and the joys of life, and you like having them around. Where's that gonna lead? Aquarius, if you are coupled up in a relationship, claiming you do not mind being tied to this person, and that has turned into like, yo, you fuck with me, you stuck with me like some more. You ain't going nowhere, and neither am I. And Aquarius, if you're in a situation where it is complicated, you were separated, or you were just straight up over it. So when Juno was direct, you were perfectly comfortable going with, like, we just drifted apart, just being one of those couples. But now, oh, now with Juno being retrograde, I don't know what happened, but your attitude is like, it is what it is. And since you brought it up, like, you're about to go in. I just talked about how Just Hilarious just did this. All right, we're gonna move on. Aquarius, Pisces, cusp, if you are single, being open to learning has shown you so many things, but not just about life, about yourself. And your attitude is like, yo, who is this person that I've become? It's not a bad thing. Aquarius, Pisces, customer, you are in a relationship, coupled up, booed up, claiming. You have a new way of life now. Just accept it. Like, that's what all of this has led you to, a new way of living. And Aquarius, Pisces, customer, you're in a situation where it's complicated, you were separated, or you were just straight up over it. Somebody was hard to keep up with, so now you on a hunt for somebody who can keep up. Or vice versa. Take it as it applies. And Pisces, if you are single, you wanted fun vibes all the time. So if this shit ain't fun, you out. Bye. You said what you said. Pisces, if you're in a situation where you were coupled up, you're in a relationship, you are claiming somebody, you love life with them, but there is some kind of difference. There's been a shift, like I said, there's been some kind of distance, and you miss them. And Pisces, if you're in a situation where it's complicated, you were separated, or you were over it, you went from being like, can I come? Are we done? Like, what's going on? To, well, based on the other placements in your charts, you got the answer you've been looking for. So act accordingly, take it as it applies, hit that like button, subscribe, comment below. Mwah. Love you guys.